What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I come at you guys with part 2 of my Puzzle and Dragons video. So in part 1, I usually talk a bit about the game, its mechanics, and all the things that I have done within the game, except for the monster box. If you're new to Puzzle and Dragons, welcome to Puzzle and Dragons. You come in, but you never leave the same way you came in. Lols. Anyway, Puzzle and Dragons has a plethora of cards within its series, as you can see here. With each of these sections being benefit to the monsters themselves, you have a monster box, which allows you to see all of the cards you have obtained. The teams, each team serves a unique purpose. You can use them on other particular cards, and it is to help you, the player, do more effective things. I mean, you as a player gather up your team and rally up the troops. With that said, the power fusion allows you to up the levels of monsters by giving them other monsters. Most likely, you want to give people snow globes. You want to trade in for snow globe setup. Um, like all this stuff that you'd have to wait late game for, build teams for, and hope that you do something is basically what this is. It's like all of that, but more. And it's actually quite more fun that way in some cases. But yeah, that's just what it is with it. It just helps you clear out your monster box by powering up your own cards. Same thing with Harpie Lady, as I explained with Elegant, and I can explain with Elegant Egotists as well. Monster evolution and alternate evolution is basically the part of the monster box where you are able to feature monsters. Not feature monsters, evolve your monsters if you're already doing that with the check system. But yeah, that is the that's where you go to evolve your cards and make them with the strongest ones. The extra enhancements are there for three things. They're there to give you your plus 297 to make your base stats stronger. They're also there for peas, pies, whichever one you want to call them. Those are the cards that help you skill up your monster. So that way you have access to, quick activation of the skill. There's also abilities that you can learn through what this game has to offer in terms of fusion, so that you can fuse with other cards and reap the benefits that they own. Which is coming into the Manage Assist app, Manage Assist portion, where you can look at assist cards or cards that have the golden star, which indicates that you can use that they are able to either see things or just use your own stuff to deal with I'm so sorry. You use your own stuff to evolve into weapon assist, and weapon assist have been one of the best additions to Gung Ho ever, because they're not only giving you that card's own unique ability, but they're adding it to your own ability with bonus stats to protect your monster. You're gonna see a lot of those when I go through my monster. There's also the sale monsters, where you can sell them for monster points and coins, and you can gain abilities and stuff like that. I mean, you can get rid of things that are clogging up your box if you have too many of them. And then, of course, you have the monster box itself, which features over my current total, I believe, serves over 1,000. I could be wrong because I did just add like 50 more to this. But hey, someone need the extra room and said screw it, why not? So let me take a look at my pride and joy, my monster box. I have my monster box organized in such ranks. I have all monsters, I have no sets, I have leaders, I have subs, assists, and then we have the autos with evolution material, awakening material, and the occasional subject character in Puzzle Dragons. So yeah, it is a lot of things here. You're gonna also see a lot of cards that you're like, wait a minute, that card's in Puzzle Dragons? That character got a collab? Yeah. Collaborations are a big thing for Puzzle Dragons because it's part of the reason why they love to get newer players to come and play the game. While at times, yes, some of them get power crit, or some of them get new cards added to their collaboration to get power crit. The one thing I can honestly say about Puzzle Dragons like off base value is. Oh, I'm sorry, that was actually my cup. Puzzles and Dragons is giving me some of the most awesome artwork I've ever seen in the entire, in like ever, because it's so many good things with artwork that you see in this game, and it's just like they give it to you left, right, up, down, sideways, and just it's an awe moment. If you see here, there's a rainbow tag next to these monsters. That is also because you can favorite cards. By holding on to a monster or clicking the monster, you can see that this monster's name, its level, its skill, HP, attack, and recovery. With that in addition, you see its enhancements, where if you press it, you can power up the monster, evolve the monster, skill it up, enhance it with plus points, give it awakenings, give it super awakenings, limit break it, give it a weapon assist, and even give it latent to Madras with latent abilities that can help you in a lot of dungeons. With that being said, I think at this point, let's talk about all the cards we have here. We have Shofu Kirafuda from the Duel Monster series. Yeah, he was in here actually not too long ago. But it was the first time we ever got Duel Masters. That is, yes, your boy Dante from the Devil May Cry series, who was also featured in the Devil May Cry collaboration that we didn't think here in the NA server we'd ever get. By the way, there's two servers. There's a JP and an NA. And NA does not have all of what JP has, and that's simply due to one thing, like I said, with Dante, copyrights and how they were going to be able to get a lot of those things. So they did get the Devil May Cry collab, and they even got a lot of the Devil May Cry cards. Funny enough, Dante was actually one of the most sought after cards because Dante's evolution, which I believe is into both of Dante's evolutions are actually pretty cool. We have Rebellion, Ivory, and Ebony, which are both of his guns and his sword, which gave the holder the ability to change all orbs, create fire orbs that will skyfall for 99 turns. And then change all orbs to fire and heal, which can be very beneficial to Dante or beneficial to decks to teams that are fire based. While Dante himself is a change card, which was introduced actually with the Yu-Gi-Oh collab, where cards were able to change into other monsters. For Dante, he becomes his double trigger form with all of his perks and kicks. And he's not a bad card. He's actually a pretty good leader, but then power cut happened and then he just fell to the wayside. Other things to know, because we're going to go through this monster box. We got Shiva Dragon, one of the MP dragons. You can exchange monster points for his base form. And I remember when his base form and his evolution did have a second evolution, and you were rocking houses with Shiva Dragon and going through in-game content, and hoping you didn't run into Vishnu or Parvati if you didn't have something to do with either. Let's scroll down. We got some of the newer Godfest exclusives as well. We have Sea Wolf, which is probably one of Gung Ho's biggest prize and joys when it comes to this game. Where it's a multiple change card that just keeps getting better the more it changes into this Gundam-like appearance. Then there's also we have so many different collabs. I'm just gonna scroll through and just point them out. We have Poo Poo. We have Pop from what was that? Dragon Lords, Dragon Quest. There we go. We have a lot of Gunko's own collaborations as well. But I believe Lakshmi, Padme, all not Padme, Palone, there we go. Have collabs as well. This is actually Shao, collabs in both of his evolutions. In multiples of her evolution right here, because I have her necklace. I have her first evolution, her second evolution, and I have her pixel form, even though I have the material for the pixel form. But I kind of just want to stick to the base creatures in the case that I have multiples, which I do. You see right there, that's Rex Raptor from the Yu-Gi-Oh collab. I have not done anything with Rex Raptor since Idol 10, not once but twice. There's the fairies in fairies event that's coming up next. which Gung Ho cannot wait to push, as well as the celebration of New Year's. Well, Chinese New Year's more so because that's going to be a thing coming up. And I do actually celebrate Chinese New Year's, not like how most people do, but I do celebrate it as important. It's also weird because Black History Month also falls in the same time frame that Chinese New Year's falls, and they haven't shown off some of the Chinese New Year's stuff too. That's your boy, Mr. Joey Wheeler, and his red eyes black metal dragon. We have the original waifu of Puzzling Dragons, the lovely, malevolent dragon, red dragon caller Sonya, or as we like to call her, Ronya, because she's the red variation of Sonya. That's right. There's like multiple variants of this monster, and I have, I believe, all three variations of her. I have Sonya Grand. I have all her evolutions. I think for the most part, except for some of her cards that are in the the monster point exchange. A couple of Shivas here and there. I believe this is super reincarnated Shiva. There's the Power Sword from the Red Power Ranger, who was featured in the Power Rangers collapse. Yeah, Dinosaur Power, and I believe the ability of Dinosaur Power with the Red Ranger in his evolution. Because I believe I have red, I have blue, I have yellow, and black in this account, but my other account has pink, yellow, red, and black. Yeah, ain't that on it? There's Palone. That is one of my favorite transformation cards in the game because she's a 2-turn haste, and she transforms into this big beat stick that has the ability to negate the effects of damage absorption and attribute absorption. So, two really cool things to have on her. Too bad she doesn't have the ability to help with certain other voids, which sucks because she would be really good. But she's really good on her own because transformation, 8-turn cooldown, into a really good powerhouse. We got my girl, Beach, Barbara, and Julie, who are amazing. Barbara and Julie were actually an old water team that I definitely had on the account. And once I started getting more water support for it that I could use in terms of water and fire, I definitely took advantage of that. Got some Urs, got Shao, we got one of our great witches, Norza. We had a Demon Slayer collab, and I believe I rolled the most useful card of the set, which was the main character, because of course, benefits. But I still don't even have a team ready for him, as far as it goes. So I kind of just leave him in the back burner. We do have another great witch in the form of our girl Rich, the great witch of Ice Flower. Reach is, for the most part, her hat's floor is getting more attention because floor has a lot of things going for it on a 12-turn cooldown, which in most people's cases, they love that. If this thing had skill boost, it'd be very different because then most people wouldn't probably need it. But anyway, that is Reach. From Reach onward, we have a couple more iterations. We have more uh, what is that? Devil May Cry. We have a couple of Gaffers exclusives in terms of just Gung Ho in the game itself. This is gonna be a very long video because I've only just gotten blue after leaving red. I got some of the flower cards, the flower fairies, which some of them are very useful in some cases. We have Yogg Smith. We have Yogg. Yes, right, Yogg, one of the creatures of Cthulhu. He's here with a bikini on. Please don't ask me any further questions because I do not like this design. I do like the overall abilities and stuff. I just don't like the fact that they put him in 1,001 bikinis and thought that was cute. Anyway, we do have the first card in the actual game that I've ever used. This is the Phantom Dragon. The Phantom Ice Dragon Mirage Pelios. And yeah, because I have the blue icon, that's actually who I started with, was Pelios. Well, Pelpies. And then evolved Pelpies into Pelios, and then Pelios has multiple evolutions from there. And something can be really good, something can be really bad. I think when I started playing this game, I really didn't know how to really build a team. And that's probably why it's so hard to actually take focus on things, because you need a team to stand around you. Just like, I don't know, Seto Kaiba and his Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. which has been very useful in combination with teams that use Azir, Draco Blader, the Split Sky Kyori. Because Kyori is actually used on the Royal Oak teams. Oh, there's Blue Cotton. Love her. Adorable, cute. Kawaii, that's it. Yes, really good on Royal Oak teams, which where's my Royal Oak? There's my Royal Oak. Oh, they got one. Unlike Seawolf and Nautilus, which I have multiples of, Royal Oak is a very awesome monster who also does a massive board change into his higher forms. So if you're planning on building these teams, remember there's a lot of things you have to take into consideration. All the things that he has access to, everything that's able to set up for stuff. Like a lot of things here in the game that get like here and there with support. And while Royal Oak, was it Dante, not Royal, Daytona, and them are all here, they definitely need the skill boost and the skill setups to really comprehend and set up for everything in there. With that said, and moving on for here, lots of weapon assists in the form of blue because I thought blue was definitely going to need it. Green, another color that I actually have to say, I hope could be putting some time and effort because we haven't got through it. There's my girl, the lovely My Valentine, love you My, and the Cyber Harpie. This artwork is actually inspired by Kuzuka Takahashi. He is the designer for the Yu-Gi-Oh series, as well as many other Infinite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There is also, and I kid you not, an alternative artwork done by Kuzuka Takahashi for Cyber Harpie Lady and My Valentine, who's known as My Kujaku, and the OCG. And I believe it's a picture of her remembering her past. And it leads into her Doma arc stuff. But this is her outfit actually from Battle City, where she was rocking the purple tank top, the arm sleeves, the corset. She got the little strap set up for her dual disc and her deck. Like she is queen, and she is serving Harpie Lady Goddess energy. Get girl bossed. Anyway, a lot of other stuff. We got our boy Nautilus. I think Nautilus was the second of the two boats or submarines to be revealed. Like they're the transformation exclusives. That's what we're calling them, the transformation exclusives. I know it's funny because three of them are actually three of them are submarines. One of them is a car, and the black one, or I'm sorry, not black, the purple classed one is Jet Hawk or Blackbird, and it's Jet Hawk, and it flies. So, yeah, those are the things. Um, Moving on from that, we got Kushina Dahime in her reincarnated form because I'm too lazy to make her super reincarnated form. We have Erd, we have Erd, we have, what is this girl's name? Oh, Fujin, Raijin, all of them are in here. We have Artemis's, we have Alvadetch, which a lot of people are using because Alvadetch has two various forms that are amazing. 3, if we ever do get Blackbird, because when we get Blackbird, and a lot of people are going to go for Alvadetch. As you can see here, Alvadetch has his multiple copies, but they have gems near them with the same face. There are dungeons and freebies that will give you um, various gems and stuff of this particular character, and then you can have that character evolve. I was never really a fan of Alvadetch, but I did include Alvadetch just for the fact that in this game he's actually more useful. Then we got a few cards from Persona as well. There's a lot of really cool things about Pokemon Dragon in its lineup. So, yeah, I just wanted to definitely show off my roster lights. We got our girls, the Dank Maymays. No, we have Green Maymay, we have Dank Maymay, which Dank Maymay may not even be still together. But it is what it is. Went to the green territory, we got Diabolos from Monster Hunter. Actually, did we scroll past? There's Rathalos. Rathalos from Super Smash Brothers is here in Puzzle Dragons. Alright, getting that out the way. Then we move on to some of my farming cards. We got Kali in her teacher's outfit, her librarian outfit. She is serving us legs. She is serving us teachings, and she's reminding us we've been bad boys. Anyway, we move on from there. We got Ramai, the Romai's plush. Which is really cool for wood if you're looking for a mono wood setup, or looking for a triple color setup for mono. You just want to get things together. Speaking of Ramona, there she is, the exquisite hell demon his heroes Arstis, Romai. Yeah, so here's this green cologne. This video is 22 minutes. Okay, we gotta stop. Also, I'm tired.